every second's got to count in the day. I've realised that. Transportation is a big one. Like when you're travelling to work, or sometimes I'm waiting at school to get picked up. That's the time where everyone's watching TikTok. And you know what's better than watching TikTok? Not watching TikTok. Even if you're sitting there thinking. Because I used to think that I was forgetful. No, you're not forgetful. No one's forgetful. It's not true. It's because you're not thinking about what you have, what you're forgetting. Because you're on your phone, watching it. You don't, if you left your coat, but then the second you stood up, you were on your phone messaging and walking to the bench, and then you sat down and you scrolled TikTok, and then you got picked up and you were home. And then your parent, who's not on their phone, asks you, because they're actually conscious, they're in their mind, where's your coat? Because they notice, because they're not on TikTok. But if you stood up, conscious in your mind, no TikTok, nothing, then you notice. That's what you've got to realise. They call it like a dopamine detox. That's not even it. You can do it in a day, or 30-day dopamine detox. Put your phone down. Not that hard. Just don't go on it. The thing is, you move around your app so you don't unconsciously click on it. Because what I've realised is I'll move my app to hidden, but then I'll unconsciously go to my hidden and go on TikTok. Then you've got to move it out. Or just delete it. Don't go on TikTok. Don't go on Instagram. Get to work. And you've got to plan your days. To-do lists, best, most important. And you've got to actually think about it, like, because you'll read the list from top to bottom. So I used to have like reading and downtime like at my top. And I used to look at that and I used to think, yeah, I'll do that later. And then I'll get to the end of the day, and there'll be like work, like big work that I haven't even looked at throughout the day that I need to do, or like calls, which I can only do in the morning because my parents are out and I don't want them to do my calls. But you need to actually think about everything and make your time useful, because everyone's got the same 24/7, 24 hours. So it's important. And time's valuable, time's everything. And you also got to think about sleep. How many hours of sleep do you need to function best? I used to think that I need 11 hours of sleep. When I was younger, I used to get 10, 11 hours sleep a night. And you used to be tired still. Because when you get too much sleep, you're also tired. People don't realise that. Because you know when you're tired and you take a nap and you wake up more tired, it's like that. 8 hours, 9 hours, perfect. Don't have 6 hours. You'll be functioning badly. You'll want to fall asleep at like 5 o'clock. And then your whole sleep is messed up. You want to wake up early. Because when you wake up early, you're more productive. You want to wake up early, go outside, see the sunlight, because boom, nature, bro, it's crazy. You see the videos on TikTok, it's crazy. The second you wake up, you put your clothes on that you've folded out from the day before, and then you just step outside without showering. Not even that deep. You're looking chopped. Go on a walk, and then go back to the house, shower, put on new clothes. But genuinely, life-changing. And you want to wake up early and go sleep earlier, because no one's productive past like 10 o'clock. Some people are. I sometimes am, but very rarely, because that's like the prime messaging time. That's like prime texting. But that's not productive. And if you want to lock in, you can't be doing that. You want to be cutting out distractions, going to bed earlier, waking up earlier. So you have that time during the day with no distractions. It's like 6 in the morning till 9 in the morning. No one's up, bro. That's when you can work. But that's also, you've got to think about it. Think about it. You can't call people. You can't call business owners during that time, so you do other work. You do schoolwork maybe in that time. And then from 9 till 10, that's when you call people. You've got to plan your day. You've got to think about it. How are you most productive? Because you've got the same 24 hours. And every day is the same. You might have school, you might have work, you might be going on a marathon. On Sunday, I want to do a marathon. I'm going to do a marathon. No training. I'm just going to wake up at 8 in the morning and I'm just going to run until I die. I did that a few months ago and I ran 12 miles. No training. I just did it, and I'm actually very happy. I'm very proud of myself. That's the only run I've done ever. And yeah, and I'm gonna run a marathon until my legs die, David Goggins style. And that's what I want to do. Every Sunday, I want to use my 24 hours, not for work, but for something difficult, for something challenging. Next Sunday, I'm going to do a marathon. Sunday after, I've got loads of books, business books, which I don't read because I read like a page a day, 2 pages a day. And the week after my marathon, I'm going to read them all and make notes on all of them in one day, all of them, because that's my work day. You've got to have, momentum is everything. If I like doing stuff in one go, it's like today we had a lesson and I've already done all the stuff in this whole topic for the next like week or two. So, and this girl asked me like, why, bro, that's so stupid, like why would you do all the work and then come to the lesson and know it all when this is the time to do it, because you could be at home doing other stuff. But when I'm in that zone of getting stuff done, I just did the whole topic in one night. The whole topic of weeks and weeks, I just did it in one night. And then in the lessons, I can divert and do other stuff. Maybe it's fun, maybe I'm talking to my friends, having fun. Because school is the time to do that. People say like, oh, school's the time to learn, and then once you leave school, then you have fun. But no, you're going to be at work. School, fun. It's the time of our lives to have fun, bro. And yeah, at school I can do other productive stuff from other lessons which I need to do. I was catching up on a bit of homework. It's good. But you need to plan your day precisely. And momentum's everything. And I keep repeating that, it is. Just do stuff in one go. If you want to read a book, don't read 2 pages a day for a year. That's gay. That's what your mum tells you to do, and she doesn't do anything. That's stupid. That's what your teachers tell you to do. You got to do little chunks. No, one big chunk. Get it done. Well, at least that's what works for me. And it works, wow. Just have a day to do something different. Think like, oh, this year I want to read all my books. Well, one day, just read them all. Don't think, oh, well, counting up all the pages and adding them all up and dividing them by 365, I've got to read 10 pages a day. And then I'll finish all my books. Bro, read them all in one day, in one sitting. Easy. Then you don't have to think. Decisions make things difficult. That's why, I forgot, some billionaire just owns all the same t-shirts, all the same trousers, everything. It's because decisions make stuff difficult. If every day is the same, then you'll be more productive. Or if you're doing the same thing all day, you'll be productive. It's like today in business, I was learning about cell production in a business, which is when there's different teams doing different tasks because the team specialises in the task and they're more productive than if everyone specialised in everything because they get good at that one thing. If you have a day when you're just reading, or a day when you're just calling, or a day when you're just running, you're productive. Momentum. Do it all in one go. At least that's what works for me. If you guys think different, I'd love to hear your advice, but this is what I would do, and this is what I think you should do. I think you should try it out. But if you don't like that, tell me why. I'm really open to advice. I love people telling me advice, kind of, if it's constructive criticism, if they're not being an idiot.